Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Breaching the Boundaries of Business. I'm Francis Michael from SkyHigh.Vip. The millennials are changing the face of luxury, the way they look at it. I'm at Sentosa Marina, as you can see here. This is the place where the Singapore Yacht Show takes place every single year, and it has been going on for the past 9 years. This year in April was the 9th Singapore Yacht Show. Next year in March, it's going to be the 10th one, and it's going to be big. Now, I'm actually on the way to meet Mr. Andy Treadwell. Andy Treadwell is the CEO and founder of the Singapore Yacht Show. Come with me. I have with me today Andy Treadwell, CEO and the founder of Singapore Yacht Show. Andy, thanks for joining us today.
It's a huge pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Just a few questions for you for this interview, because this is actually going to be viewed by all our members around the globe. Now, research has shown that millennials at this point in time, they're spending more on experiences rather than material goods. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I read the same thing, that I think somebody's coined it as the 𝐈𝐧𝐝𝐴 generation, where they rent rather than buy. And actually that's what we're trying to do in this particular region. We're trying to get people to try out yachting, because there's a lot of yachts in the world that are available to charter, and it's a great way to get people into the business. I don't personally think that people will carry on renting them, chartering them, once they get the boat, and that's the whole point of our mission here. You know, once you have a private yacht, it becomes your prized asset, and you want it to be personal. So I think people will end up buying that, but it's definitely, I'm all for people, the more the merrier, trying it out first.
I do understand what you're saying. Another thing I've actually read would be millennials at this point in time, they are a little bit more careful with their money, especially when spending on high-ticket items. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, again, I concur. I think that what you have to remember is that when you're talking about a yacht, it's a major purchase, and it's not something that's an investment in financial terms. It's always going to go down in value, but it's a massively brilliant investment in personal fun, times with the family, leisure, peace, and so on, and discovering new places, of course. But also, I think that the majority of wealth is generational wealth, and in terms of how that gets spread out amongst the family members, you know, moving from one generation to the next, clearly it's going to be diluted, so there's less money available. And I think that also we see a trend that the millennials are buying smaller boats. You know, you can still buy a very big boat, but 50, 60, 70 meters, this is kind of a more targeted end product for that generation, as opposed to the 100-meter plus yachts, which perhaps their forebears have built.
Andy, I understand you have been in the yachting business for quite some time now, ever since the inception of the Singapore Yacht Show in 2011.
Well, before that.
Way before that. What do you think is the support that's actually needed to take yachting to the next level?
Well, here in Asia, you've got to remember, I came here, I was the CEO of the company that owned the �Monaco show and various other events.
Yes, I read about that.
Yeah, and so my responsibility was more about developing the business in other parts of the world. And in those days, 2008 to 2011, you remember that the yachting industry was suffering a big setback in terms of buyers disappearing. And so everyone was looking to the east to see, well, why is there all this wealth down there and yet people aren't buying boats? So we came down here to see what's happening in the marketplace, and why this opportunity wasn't being realised, and came up with some pretty succinct answers to that. And developed it from there. So, having established that there was a huge potential here, we could immediately that the problem was that governments were not interested, potential buyers were not informed, they didn't know anything about it. And I link the two together. I think very much it's a question that if you don't have government support and interest in developing an industry sector, and here we're talking about tourism, this is yacht tourism is the highest spending tourism sector in the world, then you're not going to get the exposure to this particular product for the people who've got the means to enjoy it and develop it. So that's the first thing. You've got to have government understanding what's the benefit to the country. And the key thing is this, that governments tended to look at it. When I say governments, I'm being very general, but clearly we're here because ASEAN, Southeast Asian, is one of the most gloriously, spectacularly huge, beautiful and undiscovered yachting destinations in the world. But I mean also, Northern Asia, where maybe it's not so much a destination, but that's where the people are with all the money. So the perception was that we were asking for help in developing something which was for rich people. We were asking for help in finding advantages for those people. Not true. What we're trying to do is we're trying to persuade those people to come here to Asia and spend their money on local communities, and that's exactly what it is. Yacht tourism is direct spend into the economy, and if we encourage that, we do two things. Number one, help develop those local economies, vastly improve the PR of the country, because suddenly this is all very glamorous rather than cheap tourism. This is beautiful people, very expensive.
With money to spend.
Yes, with money to spend.
Yeah.
And huge, we're talking billions of dollars here that could be cash coming into this region. But at the same time, we're offering a product, and if these boats are able to charter, which they have to do, because the owners won't come here unless it costs a huge amount of money to run the boat. It's 10-15% value of the boat, so it could easily be $5, $6, $10 million a year to run the boat. $500,000 minimum to get here, all the way from the Mediterranean, which is where all the boats are. So unless they can charter them when they're not using them, they won't come. But once you get here, if you can establish the ability to charter, government giving permission, then you are encouraging other people in the region to come and try it out. You can't get them to go all the way to the Mediterranean to try something that's completely new and it's a place that's foreign. So that's where we need the biggest support. And obviously we could also get a lot more support from corporates who want to meet these guys. They're the other people that could benefit. The corporates down here who could benefit from 250 billionaires sailing into the region. There's a lot of potential there, business development, inward investment and so on.
Andy, what is the future of yachting in Southeast Asia? Given we have actually spoken to quite a number of previous exhibitors who have taken part in the previous yacht shows, they've all said the same thing. They're saying Southeast Asia is really, really important for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the sleeping giant. There's so much wealth there. I don't know what the numbers are, but I think at least 25% of the global wealth is here in Asia. Whatever the numbers are, it's massive. And it is also important to understand that there is nothing here. So you can come to this marina and see it's full, and the other three marinas in Singapore are full. There's 3 or 4 marinas in Thailand, in Phuket, that are full, or fullish. But apart from that, there's really nothing in Hong Kong. There are some marinas, there's a lot of unused space that could be developed on the marinas in the form of typhoon shelters that are no longer needed for the vessels that used to take the goods off container ships. So the opportunity is absolutely huge. There's no yachting to speak of. It's a tiny number of boats, yachts, super yachts, everything, as compared to the Europe or America.
Let's talk about Singapore. How many yachts can you berth here?
I think there are about 200, 230 berths in this marina. That's actually changing at the moment. The team are reconfiguring the marina. But you can't get many big boats in. You can get maybe a dozen big boats in here. And the maximum we've ever had in the show has been 75 metres. I think we would all be a little bit worried about getting boats much bigger than that. Over in Keppel, we could get maybe half a dozen slightly bigger boats. But there aren't the facilities, there is not the infrastructure in Asia at the moment for these really big boats. But that's okay. That's okay. There's enough infrastructure here to get this market going. And once the boats come, then I think that it will be easy to get people to develop that infrastructure. And as I say, the money will come in from overseas as well if it's not already available here, which it is. So we don't need more infrastructure. That will be built if the boats start coming. The boats will not start coming, the industry will not start developing if governments in this region, especially ASEAN, don't get together and say, let's change our regulations and make yachting a good thing rather than a bad thing.
Okay. Now, let me ask you about green technology. Yeah. Now, many yacht brands are actually integrating eco-friendly systems into their boats. Can you tell me a little bit more about this technology and what do millennials really want in their boats?
That's a very good question, and it's absolutely right. Not just the millennials are becoming much more environmentally conscious, also the older generation. You know, the biggest yachts in the world are owned by the older generation. They're also becoming very philanthropic in their outlook. Of course, it's a bit of an obvious one. If you want to go yachting, you want to enjoy the boat, you want to enjoy the sea and the beaches and the diving, well, clearly you're going to be interested in making sure that it's a beautiful place to be and not polluted. What the industry is also evolving, you know, you've got to remember that because the current wave of enthusiasm for cleaning everything up, the dangers of dramatic dangers of climate change, so it's a relatively recent thing, isn't it? It's the last 20 years or so. And so the yacht manufacturers are responding to that using lighter building materials, more fuel efficiency, less waste, hybrid propulsion. Very, very important. So the yachting footprint is really important to the owners today, and I think the newer generation of millennials, as you call them, even more so because they've been brought up thinking this way.
Amazing, isn't it? You know, Monaco is considered the world super yacht hub for key players. And Singapore, a lot of people say, is the Monaco of Asia. Do you agree?
I think, it's a good parallel to draw. The difference is, of course, that Singapore in itself is not a yachting destination. You don't have any waters, but at the same time, it is clearly the best place to have a business hub. And for the yachting industry, it's no different. So yes, I think it's a fair parallel. We tend to think of Singapore and Thailand as an Indonesia, as one place. So that's why we're promoting a new show in Thailand. We've got the government involved, very involved in Thailand. It's far more important that the government are involved there because that's where the boats will go and cruise. Then Indonesia, of course, is the biggest potential cruising ground in the world, but at the moment it's restricted to either private cruising and no chartering, and therefore not very commercial, and to local boats. So yeah, I think it's a fair parallel, and it's certainly one that I'm happy to put that to.
I do understand that in Indonesia, there's a lot of restrictions. There's a new marina opening up in Labuan Bajo. Are you involved in that in any way?
Well, yeah, necessarily, because as I said, we're the only yacht show in the region, in the whole of Asia, so we do know what's going on. I've been down there and I think it's going to be spectacular. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. I can see that there's nothing there at the moment, but there is a beautiful town that I can see quite how this will become Saint-Tropez of Indonesia, or therefore of Indonesia. But it's so big, this whole region from Myanmar, right across Thailand to the Gulf of Siam on the other side, Vietnam, Cambodia potentially, all the way down the Malaysian Peninsula, and then all the way to Australia. And that's not forgetting the Philippines. It's so huge, this region. But I don't think I've been anywhere yet quite so spectacular as that one budget. So I'm really looking forward to that project coming along.
Crystal clear waters.
Beautiful.
Stunning waters.
I went swimming and diving off a reef which is no more than 100 meters from the beach.
Yeah.
We went up in a plane and you can't see any rubbish anywhere. There's no plastic. It's fabulous. Komodo next door.
Fantastic. Singapore, we had our 9th yacht show this year in April. I understand you have been through a lot of challenges putting all this together because it was such a successful show.
Yeah, successful. It's not very commercially successful at the moment because we don't get enough support and not enough people understand the tremendous potential for doing business with the people that we bring to the show, whether they're potential buyers on the one side or sellers of yachts, builders of yachts, brokers of yachts, and all the service and tourism industry that goes around that. But it's coming. I can feel it, and we obviously need more support. The more support we get, the more we can market to the bigger markets such as China and Korea and Japan and Indonesia and so on. And we haven't even started yet, really. I feel that we're at the very beginning still, after 10 years. It's our 10th anniversary next year, but I can feel the tide beginning to turn.
Next year it's going to be sometime in March, I presume.
Yeah, that's right. We brought it back slightly earlier in the calendar by 3 weeks or so, purely to avoid a clash with Easter holidays and Songkran in Thailand. This is a major issue especially for people who are exhibiting the boats, and I think for visitors as well. We think we'll get many more visitors coming when it's outside of the personal family time of Easter, Songkran, and so on.
Okay. Do you have any surprises planned for Singapore Yacht Show 2020?
There aren't really very many surprises that week in the spring, apart from having a bigger and better show each year with more visitors and more business taking place. Last year's show was quite spectacular in terms of the amount of business that's done. Currently, I think the industry is suffering from the knock-on effects of the trade war situation. I think everyone's a bit down in the dumps at the minute, but nevertheless, there are always people who are doing very well indeed, no matter what's going on. There's always somebody doing very well, and especially in the kind of the mid-range of yachts, the production boats, there is always an enthusiastic audience, and because we're starting from nothing here, I mean nothing. I think it's still true to this day that there are more yachts in one marina in France than there are in the whole of Asia together, which is quite an incredible thought. So there's so much potential, and it's only a question of getting people on boats, getting them to try it out on one hand, and getting the message out to enough people through a bigger marketing budget. So that's what we're trying to do, grow our budget, grow our marketing budget, and then more business will be done. We're doing a lot more activation this year. We've got some partners coming in. We're doing a lot of side shows, if you like, for the family. We've already got, maybe because it's our 10th anniversary, people are starting to get excited about the industry. We've already got 3 very big super yachts booked in for the show, which is never been heard of. This time of year. This is very soon. Big boats don't make their minds up until the new year, even for a show in March, because they don't know where they're going to be. So I think it's going to be a spectacular show, yeah.
Okay, one final question. I know all the effort and everything that's been put into putting up a show like this. What kind of support would you like from Singapore?
Well, from Singapore, I think it's true of all of the governments in the region. I would just like them to understand what is the potential of their fingertip. Now, this is quite hard, and I totally understand why it's hard for them to appreciate, but I'm not joking. We could literally be bringing 250 or more billionaires to this region very, very quickly. Within 2 or 3 years of some regulation changes coming into play, we could do that. And they would all come to Singapore. They would come here because this is the place where you do business. So the only support we need is changes in regulation, relaxing some of the rules. Again, that's not as important at the moment as getting the boats here in the first place, and that means just allowing them to come and charter in this region, not Singapore. So where we need help is obviously funding. We need funding. You're going to have to invest if you want these guys to come here. We can bring them, it's easy to prove. And then support in terms of publicity and cooperation amongst governments to get the boats coming here. That means, region-wide simplification and harmonisation of regulation. Some of the rules are quite ridiculous, but that's because people don't understand what private yachting is all about. They don't understand the economic impact that they can bring. They don't understand that there are literally billions of cash dollars that could be flowing into this region, and it's our job to make them understand that, and that's what we're trying to do.
Andy, thank you so much for your time, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
And for the rest of you, thank you so much for joining us. That was Mr. Andy Treadwell, CEO and founder of Singapore Yacht Show. Thank you for joining me for another round of Breaching the Boundaries of Business. I'll see you the next round.